Hey there, it's Sam. On April 25th, we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Libra. Now, of course, the eclipses are very transformative events, and it shows where the orbits of the sun, moon, and earth line up in three-dimensional space. Now, the sun is the soul, or the Paramatman, the supreme self. The moon is the mind, manas, or consciousness, which is also called the Jiva Atman, which is our individual experience of being alive. The sun is supreme self, which is that universal self without separate identity, the non-localized being within. The moon is the experience of that localized, of that universalized being in a local form, which means it's the form of being alive and how it feels to be alive. That's really the best way to understand the moon. Sun and moon together create life, literally, on Earth, and as a Jiva Atman, which is what the moon is, we feel that and we experience ourselves as an individual being, which is trying to integrate life. And then the earth is our physical body, our physical form, and our experiences. Understand this is a deep framework. We'll start with the earth now. Earth is physical body, physical experience, the world of time, karma, consequence. Those are things we need to have on earth. That's why we have a physical body that takes form and experiences karma. We feel that in the moon, and it's being universalized toward the Paramatman, the higher self, in the sun. The great omen from this bird liked what I was saying, if you heard it in the background. So, sun, moon, and earth line up in three-dimensional space on an eclipse. And in Libra, the deep soul lessons that we're learning have to do with relationship, honoring our personal individual power and strength, as well as compromising with others. We start with the individual power and strength because the sun is in Aries. We always start with the sun sign because the sun is the lesson that's being learned. That's the cycle. It starts with the sun cycle. So a lot of strength and clarity around individuality, individual power, individual strength. That's the cycle we're in. This is why we're seeing things exploding and all kinds of individual assertion, asserting our will in contrast to the collective, the individual, the government, whatever. As it relates to you probably individually, there's a lot of relationship dynamic going on, trying to really clarify who am I as an individual, where can I compromise, where can I surrender and relax. Again, a lot of individuality right now, though. This is why it's a great time for you to be maybe taking some space in a relationship and understanding that it's time to, that we can only compromise from a place of strength. Otherwise, the compromise is weak and it brings a resentful backlash and all kinds of things. Now, this is happening in the nakshatra of Swati, which is related to the Hindu god Hanuman, the great hero of the Ramayana. And it's where we bring together a lot of the energy of the mind and the kind of monkey mind into a strong, powerful force. Hanuman was like the king of the army of monkeys. So it means it's a symbol for your mind to not be so jumpy, not jumping all around through stress and fear and worry. And Vata, which is related to air and wind, and Hanuman's father, Vayu. So instead of having a deranged wind, which is Vata, we have a powerful wind, which is Hanuman, and that means it brings together the power of vitality, breath, and prana, because prana is related to the air element, the wind element, and seeing how much can be accomplished through your own personal power, your personal vitality now. So again, you'll feel your personal vitality challenged and tested in relationship to others now. So it's not just about your own personal strength. You can find a lot of courage and strength and power in compromising with others and in honoring their path equal to your own without feeling like you're selling your own principles down the drain. So that's it in a nutshell. A lot of amazing stuff happening right now in this cycle. Incredible opportunities for personal growth, especially with all those planets in Aries, the exalted sun, the Mars in its own sign. And the other thing about this eclipse that's so powerful is the moon is joined Saturn and Rahu. So Saturn is exalted, so the moon is being eclipsed by an exalted Saturn. Look, it doesn't feel so good, but if everything was about how we feel, we'd never get anything done, we'd never grow. So there's enormous opportunity for growth. enormous capacity to concentrate your energy on these things, and enormous challenges in learning how to sit still and be with yourself in contrast to others. That Moon-Saturn conjunction will bring the need for reality in your solitude, reality and truth through solitude, and not fearfully clinging to others or feeling like, you know, who am I without other people? Well, that's a big part of what's being questioned and challenged and learned right now. So let me know what you think of this. I hope this was helpful for you. And take it easy during the next few days with this powerful eclipse in Libra.